As a stylist, my personal style is so important to me, and it's integrated within my business, my brand, and my personal life. But it was not always like that. So in this video, I will talk about how I developed my personal style in order to feel confident in front of my clients. If you are a woman service-based owner and you want to develop your personal style, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video, which is every Wednesday. Over the past, I would say 15 years, I've been a stylist for big celebrities like Selena Gomez. I styled Olivia Holt, I styled Sarah Hyland, and many others. But I also helped many women entrepreneurs develop a powerful image. If you want to have similar results, schedule a call with me to learn more about how I can support you and how I can help you, and I will link it in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started. I've been into fashion and styling since I can remember, and my personal style was always very important to me. That's how I like to express myself, through my personal style. Now, my style has changed many times, and I went through many different phases until I really discovered which personal style represents me, my business, and my brand today. So back in the day when I was styling celebrities, I had access to like the latest collections from the brands around the world. And my personal style was very trendy. It was not really, I would call it the best approach. And since I had an access to that, you know, the latest trends, it was so much easier for me to wear trends as well. And the problem with that was that when it came to dressing myself for, let's say, like a different activities that I was doing, I literally didn't have anything that would be appropriate for those occasions. I would open my closet and have really difficult time choosing an outfit because everything I owned was very trendy, right? So a lot of times I would call my friends in the fashion industry who represented different brands and designers and was asking for them to loan me a dress from the collection of the brands that they represented. And since I styled, you know, big celebrities, wasn't really difficult. That's just like a side note. By the way, this is how stylists work when they style celebrities. Anyway, so I always had a good sense of fashion and sense of style, but because I was following trends since I was a stylist, it was around fashion trends so much on a daily basis, I didn't really have one particular style or styles I was drawn to. And I loved a lot of different silhouettes, and I love prints, and I love patterns, and it was very much all over the place. And that really led to having a closet full of very trendy clothes. So what I have done, one day I decided to get rid of like 80% of all the clothes, and I started from scratch. And I needed to really define what my desired style should look like. Now, the one thing that I avoided was really copying someone else's style, which I know lots of people do. By the end of the day, that's really not really the best idea. Now, I ask myself a question: what type of silhouettes do I feel wearing? What colors make me happy? And what style is the closest to my aesthetics? Now, the process took a little bit of time, okay? Now, my next step was to really create a mood board, okay? So essentially, everything that I came up with, the silhouettes, the colors, the vibe, the prints, the overall aesthetics, I needed to see examples of. So one thing is, you know, talking about what type of style it is or should be. Other thing is to have a sort of like a clear representation of the desired style and visually see exactly if it really aligns with my personality, my business or not. And this process really took the most amount of time. Now, finding images that will represent that desired style took some time. Now, what I have also done, I sort of divided each mood board into sections. So each section represented different lifestyle activities. So essentially, I looked at my whole business and my personal life and figure out what I'm doing throughout my day, week, month in order to create mood board that would fit into those particular activities. Now, so to give you an example, every day I'm taking my daughter to school. I pick her up from school every day as well. I ran some errands. Obviously, I wouldn't be wearing some sort of like a pantsuit. I wouldn't even wear jeans doing that. So I wanted to create a mood board with images that will represent those exact activities. And I was searching for like nice sweatpants, t-shirts, those type of looks. So for every activity I was doing in my life, everything from running errands to meeting my clients to going out for dinner, I wanted to have a mood board and images that really represented those activities, and that helped so much to really have a clear vision of that, what that desired style is. So now, since I had the visual representation of my style and representation of my style, everything became so much easier. So instead of shopping for like random pieces, just because they are trendy and cool, every time I was shopping I was really laser focused on those specific looks that represented my desired style, because I had that representation, I had a mood board, right? So now, since I was more aligned with my style choice, it was so much easier to create a list of brands and designers that had pieces I loved. And shopping became literally my cardio. I would just shop and keep ordering pieces because I had a clear idea of what my style was and what type of looks will look good on me. Now, obviously, because of those big changes happen, my confidence skyrocketed as well. Now, aligning my personal style with my business and aligning my personal style with my personal life helped tremendously. And I created, one specific signature style, signature image that I feel represents me as a person, which is so important, right? I'm no longer all over the place, but have like very clear idea of what looks fits into my brand, which looks I can wear and feel like my clients recognize that specific look. So every time I either have to meet my clients on Zoom, I go live on my Instagram, or like prepare for I would say branding for the shoot, I know what to wear and I don't really question my style choices, and I don't look at the pictures thinking, what the hell was I wearing, right? Like, why would I pick those type of looks? So that's what it feels like when you have a personal style that feels like represents you as a person, represents you, your brand, and your business. Now, if you want to develop your personal style and feel confident in front of your clients, everything really starts with a clear idea of your desired style, who you are, who you want to be represented, who is your client, and what type of business you have. You have to think really, you have to answer all those questions, right? So then it's really important to have that visual representation of your desired style. Now, again, you don't want to shop for random pieces of clothing, right? That you will wear like maybe once or maybe twice, right? What you need a clear sort of like a visual map of your style. Then think about your lifestyle activities. Again, if you want to make sure that you wear all the clothes in your closet, you really have to organize those activities to figure out what you currently have, also what is missing from your wardrobe, also what needs to be replaced, and what you need to buy. Now, again, if you don't look at your lifestyle activities, you might be getting pieces that you won't wear simply because you don't have anywhere to wear those pieces to. That's pretty simple, right? So now, lastly, you can start shopping, which is fun. Now, you are ready to actually start. You can start browsing online or shopping in bricks and mortar stores. Again, you always want to go back to your mood board, okay? And that's your sort of like a style map and desired style that you are after. Now, lastly, there is something that I didn't mention yet, and obviously you have to dress according to your body shape. Now, since I'm a stylist, I always knew what my shape is and how to dress according to my body type, but that's an important element, and if you're not really sure what is your body type, I have this video here that talks about different body types and what type of silhouettes you should wear according to your body type, and I will link this video in the description below.